Welcome everybody to episode 5 of the Quarantine Wallcast. Today we have 2 new people joining us. We have Aaron Gilboy, we have Dan Filatico, and then Frank, Matthew, Philip J. Canarelli, and Sam Hollenbeck, as usual, returning. So we're going to cover some new stuff and some old stuff and probably start yelling at each other somewhere in between. So Sam, take it away with some of our topics, hopefully.
I don't have any topics, but I guess we can just talk about like a little quarantine update. Phil said off camera that he had a quarantine update. So Phil, what's your pressing story here?
This all sucks.
Thank you. That is all.
Input. It was a really good update.
So that's what you made me wait for until we were recording.
I had fraudulent charges on my credit card this week, so I don't have access to my debit, my bank account, or my credit cards right now.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, that's all true.
Don't worry, you'll get your stimulus.
No, I can't.
That's in your bank.
I did get it, but I can't use it because I have no access to use any type of money right now, which is a complete nightmare. I was about to buy. I literally had everything in my Amazon cart and on Newegg to buy my computer, and I tried to buy it and it declined. So I had to go through the nonsense of like being on the phone for 2 hours with a bunch of different people to get it all situated. And I have to wait for a card to come in. For papers to come in that I got to sign and then mail back out. And I'm supposed to have a sit down talk with someone, but I can't do that, obviously.
Sit down?
Yes.
Why do you have to have a sit down talk with someone? It sounds like you're getting in trouble in school.
No, they need proof that it was me because that I wasn't in Michigan where all these charges happened.
Huh.
I was in Michigan.
Was it you?
Dan took your credit card when you weren't looking.
Yeah.
I fully evolved into the fact that I'm going to continually wear a mask and sweatpants for the rest of my life every day.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of here for that look.
I love the fact that I look like a criminal when I go out. I love the fact that I don't have to talk to anybody when I'm out.
I love it.
No, Frank, you don't even do the little like
Nothing.
tough guy.
I put my hood up and I have my bandana on and I literally just put my head down. Sometimes I wear sunglasses in too.
So you're straight Unabomber here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I literally look like I'm going to kidnap somebody's children in the grocery store.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just really like that people don't talk to me in public. I'm like really
Headphones?
like here for it. I always wear headphones, like constantly. Grocery shopping, always headphones. I might not even be listening to music.
Sam.
I just have them on.
I feel like every time I go for a walk, though, there's always people that are like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Yep.
And she's like,
"Oh,
I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't even know who the fuck you are."
Yeah.
I hate people fucking just randomly saying hi to me.
I like
it actually annoys the shit out
honestly,
of
you
me.
know what's a really good thing to do when you're in the grocery store anywhere is start coughing and look at the people's reactions.
No, don't.
Yeah, until the
do that,
fucking
Frank.
Monsters Inc. team comes in and fucking abducts you.
I literally did not get off my couch on Saturday. Like I slept on my couch, I woke up on my couch, and I stayed there till the following morning.
I was wondering why there were so many puddles on your couch, and now I understand why.
Like my one cushion on my couch literally looks like a pancake now because I've literally just imprinted myself onto my couch.
I quit smoking and vaping.
Hey!
Good for you.
Good for Phil.
Good job, Phil. It just took COVID-19.
Yeah,
I'm patting you on the back.
thank
It
you.
just took a pandemic.
Very, very proud of you.
Did you pick up any substitute
Toothpicks.
vices? Toothpicks.
I chew on toothpicks now.
That's much better.
Yep.
Chance of dying of like toothpick asphyxiation is much better.
Swallowing.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool you're like part beaver now. So like like you stopped smoking and then became an anamorph. So that's pretty cool.
Oh my fucking God.
Anyone else have any positive spins to the quarantine?
I've been playing more Super Nintendo games recently, which makes me happy.
Nice.
Aaron played Super Mario RPG. He gave it a solid 7, I think.
7.5.
7.5. I accepted. I beat A Link to the Past yesterday with 1 death, and now my OCD is making me play it again.
Mood. A Link to the Past is a great game.
Yes. All heart containers, all magic, blah, blah, blah.
I actually
Killing
might
it.
actually go with that. I might actually go
Nice.
on Switch later and buy it.
I mean, I didn't want to use the emulators. I like the old classics.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, you have the shit there, so like, yeah, use the system. But like, for him, where he has to buy the games and shit like that, like just use an emulator.
There's nothing quite like the original system.
I don't disagree, but spending extra money when there's no reason to is also kind of. There's no.
Oh, I've definitely been saving a lot of money due to pandemic because there's no reason to like go to the bar with your buddies and stuff.
We've just been
And-
ordering Grubhub every day to eat our $3 sandwiches that cost us $59.03. So that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, saving money on like gas, but like spending significantly more money on takeout.
Yes.
I've not
it-
had takeout or anything since this started.
The last
If
time
anyone-
I had takeout was when we got Joe's.
If anyone from Grubhub is
Miss him.
listening, I fucking hate you. Uber Eats, also Uber Eats, you get an okay pass. Postmates, who are you? And DoorDash can actually go fuck itself. So
It's still isn't even in this area, right?
yeah.
Or is it now?
Yeah, no, Postmates is here. It's just you have to sign up with your blood type, social security number.
Have you
I was actually laughing at a notification.
Have you
I
ever
got.
tried to call DoorDash? Have you ever tried to call DoorDash and speak to a human being?
Oh, I have. It's awful. It's
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Outlaw Orange Juice will
Bye,
be
Phil.
Phil. He just
He
I
does.
feel like
Phil.
Phil changing his screen to like some sort of Mega Man themed joke.
Yeah, Phil
Not
puts a
good.
lot of commitment into the visual gags that none of the
Yes.
audio people will get to experience, and then I inevitably have to cut them out.
Has
I
anyone
liked it when he
watched?
turned into the Beastars cast.
Oh my god! Has anybody watched the new Sonic movie?
Yes, I
The one
did
with
watch
Ryan
it.
Reynolds?
I went and I saw that in theaters, Frank.
Oh, that's Pikachu.
I saw that in the movie theater, and I went there, and we didn't buy our tickets ahead of time because we didn't think we would fucking have to. So it turns out we should have, because then I had to be front row at the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog movie and look at Sonic like
Awful.
it's not good.
Birthday?
It's not a good movie.
Okay, but
At all.
comparative to what it was going to be.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, like the rendering of Sonic is easily a step up than what it was before, but
I
This was
kind
like
of
a
like the
bad
original.
it's like a trash plot, and I don't give. It just wasn't. I mean, I'm sure if kids like it, that's all that matters. But like, when you have Detective Pikachu,
Jaeger.
you know,
How does it stack up to Detective
Detective Pikachu is significantly better than the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
That's the Ryan Reynolds one.
I don't know if Detective Pikachu had Jim Carrey in it, it would have been over the top.
I mean, Jim
Oh,
Carrey
Jim
is the
Carrey's
best
goat.
part of Sonic, obviously, but Detective Pikachu is still significantly better.
I actually just finished. So I finished watching OKKO,
Mhm.
and like 4 or 5 episodes before the like end of the show, they literally did a crossover episode with Sonic.
Oh my god.
And it's literally like the 90s voice actor for Sonic for like the animated TV show, like for Sonic X and shit like that is the voice actor. They brought in like Tails, and it was so weird because like you have these episodes that lead up, it's like all plot driven episodes, and then all of a sudden just, hey, Sonic shows up. And that's the episode. And it's just because like, so the creator of it, Ian Jones Quarty, he fucking loves Sonic, and that's like what he first started doing when he was like drawing Sonic OCs.
Imagine loving Sonic.
I know, right?
Okay.
First of all. Second of all, yeah. So like,
Drawing Sonic
somehow
OCs.
8 was able to pull that off. But
What
like,
an ape.
honestly, watching through the show, like it's so cool because he just pays like a lot of homage to older like Cartoon Network shows. So like one thing that they did was, and this is kind of obscure, but not really. I mean, if you didn't see this, I'd be sad. You ever seen the Scooby-Doo episode? It's like a movie where they go to the ghoul school. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the ghoul cast in the
Oh my
show.
god.
Yeah. And they made mention of like, they're like, oh, whatever happened to that dude with the Great Dane? And they're like, oh, no idea. Hope he's okay.
Oh
But
my
they did-
god.
Like they did like a bunch of shit to like Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bra. Like they just reference a bunch of old like
Johnny Quest.
stuff.
I like
Haji.
Johnny Quest.
Nice.
There's only one Johnny Quest episode, or like a reference, and it's just the title card, which was kind of sad. But
And stir the sauce again.
Frank's making sauce. Frank's taken up cooking in the pandemic.
Ooh, okay, Frank, getting a little spicy out there. Been taking the master class with
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I have to make 2 different sauces because my mother is some type of vegan or something.
Some type of vegan?
Who would wife Frank up based on his sauce skills? You know who would?
We need a bachelorette show for Frank.
Jolene.
We should do the Bachelorette, but it's for Frank. I agree.
That it's been a great podcast.
No.
I mean, Tinder is global right now, so you can virtually find anybody.
I'm actually currently in Australia on my Tinder. And the Australian women love me. I've matched with a cajillion of them. And
I'm
they're
happy
all
for you.
they're very nice. They taught me that servo means gas station. Bottle-o means you're going to the alcohol store.
Barlow?
I don't know what that stands for in American words, but
Liquor store?
yeah, liquor store. There we go. And then
Alcohol store.
I'm not a sipper. I don't.
you don't. I'm not a sipper.
I don't.
I feel like you're
I
like
don't
8
drink
years
it.
old describing like a drunk parent right now.
Oh my god.
Listen,
I mean, I would think of the
Yeah,
Australians as a drunk parent. So
just because you smoke your weed bong,
Your
in
weird
your-
bong.
your
We call
grass,
that a wong.
your grass simulator or whatever it is.
Oh, man.
Matt is
Yeah.
unfazed.
So
He said
Tinder
he is a
Australia.
simp, weed whomper.
What's a simp?
Oh, yeah. You're a simp.
Yes, you are a simp.
What is it?
A simp is a person that throws away all personal integrity, morals, standards, all that in order to chase coochie.
What's wrong with that?
I feel like
Guilty
every
as
guy
charged.
is that.
I am also a simp.
I feel like every guy is that.
Yes.
Team simp.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'll
I don't
simp
take
a
that as a
fucking
derogative
wet
term.
banana peel at this point. There's really nothing that I won't simp out for. Empty tin can, a moist towelette, this banana that
This is
Anna's found. Yeah. I need attention. If you'd like to message me, I will Venmo you.
For feet pics?
Whatever
I actually have sold a few.
whatever level of
Good for you,
money.
Dan.
I have very strange hobbit feet, so apparently there's
Oh,
like
that's a
weird,
real good niche, dude.
it's
Dan,
a
how
real
much do you charge for your feet pics? Just
I'm
like
pretty
I want
good.
to
Mine are
compare
$12.50.
rates.
$12.50 a foot.
$12.50 a foot.
$12.50
That's
a foot?
that's stellar.
I kind of feel like you're undercharging.
All right, how much longer is this? I got video games to play.
I mean, you can leave whenever, but we should
All right,
probably.
cool, bye.
Wait, Blake, I didn't get to talk about Primal.
Oh, Jesus, come on! All right, what do you want to talk about? It's a TV show.
I want to talk about how fucking good it was.
Okay, so
Because-
what was your favorite episode?
I would say, so Terror of the Blood Moon was super good, but I would say the last episode is probably my favorite, although it fucking broke me in so many goddamn ways.
So they finally become friends. They're hanging out on the side of the river, and then
When they set all that up, I'm like, one of them is gonna fucking die this episode, right? Like, it's gotta happen. And I didn't want to be right. I really fucking didn't. I want them to I want Gendy to say that, like, it's all related, though, kind of into Samurai Jack, because I don't understand all the supernatural shit that's happening.
How would it be? How would it be related to Samurai Jack?
Because it takes place in the past. You know, the one time that Samurai Jack is a part of. And, I mean, it's obviously taking place long in prehistory.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But it could still be in the same universe. Like, I feel like somehow those, like, weird fucking man bat type things were somehow, like, related to Aku Aku.
I feel like there's a caveman.
Just because, like, the color and shit like that.
I feel like there's a caveman in Samurai Jack.
there is
There
actually.
is. Yeah.
Right?
But it's
So
not a spear.
his well, they're making a lot of references to the Guardian. So the Guardian has animal friends. He calls a dragon in. He is similar in shape and kind of the same power of Spear when he drinks all of the ape juice. I don't know what to call that, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the ape juice is literally just the best term for it.
I am actually upset that I didn't make it through Primal, and I still haven't finished the last season of Samurai Jack.
I want to go through and rewatch all Samurai Jack before that, and
I rewatched it
it's
like recently.
long.
I watched it last year. I watched all of Samurai Jack right before the new season came out, and then I never watched the new season.
how'd you not get through Primal? It's like 5 episodes.
Literally 6 episodes.
Oh,
Or it's
is it
5.
really?
It's 5. Well, I mean, technically 6. Yeah.
The 6 dropped on April Fools,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's only 5 episodes. It's the easiest watch on the planet. I'm gonna make Dan watch it after we're done with Hunter x Hunter.
You can literally almost watch it all in an hour.
Yeah, that's what we just sat down and watched it like it was a movie, me and my friends. So
That's why I love, like, I've been getting super into cartoons recently just because it's so fucking easy to watch.
Well,
It's
and
so
there's-
short.
Oh, yeah.
It's quick. You're on the next episode.
I feel like there's a lot of content in that realm versus like TV or like normal stuff. Like,
Well, I mean,
like between anime and cartoons, I feel like you could literally start watching something today and not stop watching it, like till the end of quarantine.
oh,
Yeah.
probably.
yeah, One Piece.
Yeah, literally.
Just start
Literally me
watching
starting
One
JoJo.
Sam, how far are you along in JoJo now?
I am in part 3, and they just got to India.
I'm so sorry that you've
Yes.
been struggling.
Yes.
You like part 3, Bleak?
No, of course
No,
not.
let's say part
Thank
3.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a spoiler-free conversation about it.
Oh, I'm not
I'm
going to.
very
I
invested.
just don't like part 3. JoJo's doesn't get good till part 4.
I really liked part 2.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say,
well,
I would say
that
it
I'm
gets
not-
good
that
until
I'm not
part
on
4.
board.
I would say part 4 is one of the higher, especially for the animated, is definitely the higher
I
place.
think stands are literally the fucking dumbest thing ever created in a show.
I don't know how I feel about Stan.
You have to
I have not
appreciate-
decided.
For me, like, main reason why I like Stan so much is because it allows Araki to do so many different weird things. Like,
But you could just
turning
give those
such
powers to
trivial
the characters. What do you
But
mean?
that you lose something in that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't have Jotaro acquiring 7 new powers just because.
I'd rather watch
trained
that.
real hard.
I'd rather watch that than seeing a fight between Jotaro and Dio where they're both just standing there having a monologue conversation while they're
Because you don't
standing.
understand. That's literally every other anime. Every anime has that. Oh, the 2 main characters are monologuing at each other for 3 episodes
But they
straight.
also fight. Like
They have to.
They don't just stand there with his hands in his pockets.
I still think that's the worst critique of Stans.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Stan.
Like
Yeah.
I love all the
I'll
weird
report
quirky
back.
powers. I love like the creativeness of Stan. Like I love that, but I can't stand the fact that Stans exist.
You said you can't stand it?
Haha, you can't stand it.
Can't
What
stand
a
the fact that Stans exist.
yeah.
I'm standing
I don't know.
against Stans.
I think I'm into them.
Like
So far.
you haven't gotten like one of my favorite stands is from part 3, and you haven't gotten to him yet, Sam. But
Which
like
one?
Ooh.
Darby Older.
Who?
His stand power is literally you lose a gambling game, I take your soul,
Oh my god. We love that.
and he
We
just
love that.
he cleans up most of the cast, and then of course Jotaro. steps
Your
in.
plot's boiling.
Man, it's an anime. Like, of course the main character is gonna
Then you
win.
fucked up. You didn't start
Okay.
watching it when it first came out. Now
Look.
everything's ruined.
You're
Snape
right.
kills Dumbledore.
No, it's not.
You just said-
Dumbledore.
I was honestly gonna go out on a ledge and watch all the Harry Potter movies.
You should watch Harry Potter. Now's
I
the
literally
time.
am disgusted by Harry Potter.
That's the worst.
I unfortunately cannot support Harry Potter anymore with J.K.
worst.
Rowling.
Well, J.K. Rowling is
Yeah.
a awful person.
being a
And I'm
terrible
kind of
human being.
upset. I'm
Is she
upset
really?
that
Why?
All
Go on
sorts
her
of
Twitter.
things. Yeah, she does all sorts of stuff.
She literally just tweets out just a bunch of random bullshit about the characters to make them more inclusive. That was
Yeah,
also
and now she's like-
mentioned, hinted
And
at.
she's racist and sexist
She's racist and
transphobic.
sexist and transphobic and literally everything.
Yeah,
So,
anything you can imagine. She's just a terrible human being.
yeah. And it's like, I get kind of upset about it because it's a media that was like so integral to my childhood. And it's like,
Cancel.
cool.
I can't
love
support it
that.
anymore. So.
Let down.
Yeah.
I just would much rather prefer to watch Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or virtually any other form of media like that.
Just watch Harry Potter now, man. You might as well.
Don't. We don't support transphobic people in 2020.
She's not gonna get more money out of it.
He's gonna get more money out of it. Are you kidding?
Do you think Frank's gonna pay to watch Harry Potter?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair point.
I can literally see the Pirate Bay open in one of his tabs right now,
we
so
don't
I don't
pay-
think that's happening.
I've been to
for
Universal.
movies.
I've been to Universal Studios 4 times, and all 4 times I've gone with somebody who likes Harry Potter and has been subjected to the Harry Potter Hogwarts world there.
Okay, but the Harry Potter world is the best part of Universal Studios. That and the Mummy
Stan,
ride.
that's incorrect. The butterbeer is the best part of the Harry Potter world in Universal.
Well, the butterbeer does slap.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everything else is just, I mean, some of the rides are okay, but on a whole, it just is a bunch of grown men running around with wands and
Well,
wigs.
because as a whole, Universal is like.
So go to Star Wars World.
I wanted to.
Star Wars
Sounds
Land
like the
is
exact
lit.
same thing.
No, they closed part of it already.
No, but I'm saying like
Well,
a
Disney's
bunch of
closed
grown
because
men
of the
running around
pandemic.
in wigs and sticks. Sounds exactly like Star Wars.
No, Star Wars Land was awesome. Highly recommend. I
I'm
had
not
a
sure
lit
I would
time.
definitely buy a Jedi robe while I was there.
So I mean,
Do it.
yeah, it's the same concept.
It's a fun time. I really liked
But
it,
I
and
feel
the
like
rides
Jedis
are
way
awesome.
cooler than wizards.
I want to get stepped on by a
Jedis
Twi'leks.
are just wizards.
You're a wizard. True.
I just want it to be like in high heels to just step on my chest for like
Do it.
30 minutes.
I'm sorry. Who is this that you want doing that, or just anyone?
And any Twi'lek except Ahsoka.
Oh, I agree.
God.
Wait, except
Why
Ahsoka?
except
Wait, I'm sorry. I zoned out for a second. What are we doing?
You
What
said
is
any
this?
Twi'lek except Ahsoka, right?
Oh, yeah, any.
Well, but why except Ahsoka?
Because she's the fucking worst.
What? Old Ahsoka? Are you fucking?
Any Ahsoka.
Oh my
Any.
God.
I don't know, man. Old Ahsoka just
I'm
looks
with
like
Blake. I
nah.
totally agree.
I think
Why?
Ahsoka is the worst Padawan of all fucking time.
Oh my
I think she's
I mean, she's
super
Anakin
overrated.
Padawan, so like
I
that's
think
not
Anakin
surprising.
is the worst Jedi of all time.
I mean,
You said
he
Anakin?
I mean-
literally caused the downfall of the entire Jedi fucking.
Anakin's real as fuck. And he killed younglings.
And fucking, he killed younglings before he even killed younglings. He killed all those fucking children in the
What is your
the Tusken
argument?
Raider camp.
What is your argument against Ahsoka?
First off, don't like her skin color. Let's just start right there. Let's just,
Wow,
she's not
Oh.
green.
You just
She's
jumped
not
right
green.
in.
All of the other alien bitches are super hot. Like, Ahsoka's over here tan, casual, boring. Look at me, I'm tan. I'm a Twi'lek at this point.
She's red.
So
She's orange.
that is a brick.
She's not
That's a
red.
brick orange.
She's orange.
Twi'leks are red.
Not all Twi'leks are the same color. That's racist. I
Exactly.
mean, you're gonna tell me Ayla Secura and
I
Shakti
like-
look the exact same? Because
I
don't even
like-
try that logic.
I like green Twi'leks. Okay. First off, second.
I
don't
mean,
give
I
me
feel
that
like
look
there's
back.
only one time we really see the green Twi'leks, and we know why they would be kind of the favorite.
Okay. Kit
She's actually
Fisto is
not
the
a
best
Twi'lek,
Twi'lek
by
of
the
all
way.
time.
Ahsoka is not a Twi'lek. She's a Togruta.
I feel like
Whatever.
that's some like subspecies of fucking Twi'lek or some
Yeah, it
shit.
has to be. They
No,
all
a
have like
Twi'lek-
the.
Twi'leks are Ayla Secura. They come from
Ayla Secura, Shakti, like yeah.
No, Shakti's not a Twi'lek either.
What? Shakti's not a Twi'lek?
I don't believe this for a moment.
Shakti is not a Twi'lek.
This
Have
is
we
an
ever seen a
outside canon
Twi'lek
that I
film?
refuse to accept.
She's the same thing as Ahsoka. She's a Togruta.
I'm mad.
Ahsoka.
I guarantee, because if I'm not,
If you're gonna hate, know the facts.
do the Twi'leks inhabit fuchsia, right?
right. Yes.
Okay.
But yes, you're right.
Okay, so where are Shakti and Ahsoka from?
They are Sheely.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So apparently, I just don't know shit about Star Wars, but we'll skip over that, and I'll just say I still hate Ahsoka. I want Shakti to get into some 9-inch heels and step on my face.
But you wouldn't let Ahsoka do it. They're the same race.
Now let me ask you a real,
Okay, 'cause
they're the
Ahsoka's
same
lame.
color too.
let me ask you a real good question.
And I'm
Wait,
gonna-
I want to ask Bleak one question first.
Well,
How do you feel about Asajj Ventress?
Asajj is the
Think about the question.
Asajj Ventress is the coolest female villain in Star Wars history.
I feel like
Asajj
every
Ventress is
single
super
human
badass.
being that has ever ran a Hot Topic has strived to look like her.
I mean, she's definitely my goth girl.
Employees are
crush,
shaving
but-
their
She's
head and
very
dyeing their
goth.
skin fucking white. But,
I mean, goth people are normally white, like super like bright.
Whoa, Frank.
A page out of
activated
Dan's
my
playbook.
race card. I just still can't believe that Shakti and I really thought they were just Twi'leks.
No.
Yeah, I thought they were all Twi'leks, but apparently I don't know shit. So
Huh.
but that's fine. I'll take that L, but I still hate Ahsoka. So
I don't understand.
because she's too upbeat, she's too positive, she's too perfect. She makes all the right decisions. I hate her
Watch
lightsaber
Rebels?
style. What?
Have you
You
watched
can't
Rebels?
hate on her for the lightsaber style. I think this lightsaber style.
Lightsaber style is dope. What do you mean?
She's biting Darth Maul style. What are you talking about? She's biting Starkiller.
No, I'll agree with you on
yeah.
Starkiller, but definitely not Darth Maul.
Okay, yeah, Darth Maul just doesn't hold them backwards, but
Yeah.
He's got one lightsaber
Well,
that has two edges.
But again, when he comes back, he uses two lightsabers. But that's after Ahsoka's already been an established character, so that doesn't really matter.
yeah. Well, still biting off Starkiller because he's a cooler character.
I mean, Starkiller is definitely
Starkiller is probably the coolest character in Star Wars. Close to it.
I don't know if I'd go
He's close to
that
it.
far. There's a lot of fucking cool characters in Star Wars.
That is
Frank is reaching today. Anybody else
I
notice
feel like
that? Frank is reaching.
I feel like there's no character that they brought to life in Star Wars that
In
I would
actual
rather see-
characters that we've seen like on a screen in a game, something along those aspects.
No, man,
he's
I'm talking
definitely among the top.
I'm talking mainly like brought to life on screen. Like,
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
mean-
cooler than most of the
I mean,
characters.
Starkiller technically hasn't been
I
on
know.
screen. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, I mean, if you look at
Like
full
I would have
canon-
rather seen Starkiller than Kiadi Mundi.
I will likely be signing off. Somebody's here for some building maintenance, like randomly. So good to talk to you guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
all right. Bye, Dan.
If I can make it back soon, I will be, but I doubt it.
No, it's all right.
Bye,
No
Dan. Good
worries.
luck.
Bye, Dan.
Can I go play video games now?
Fine.
I
Okay,
agree.
thank you.
Your
I feel like
service
your
is at
mom.
an end.
All right.
Let me know when you watch the 6th episode because I'm probably gonna watch it when I get home.
Please
All
watch
right.
Rebels. and
I'm gonna watch it at some point today.
You
Bye,
should.
podcast people. Bye, Phil. It's nice seeing you.
Bye.
My
Good,
biggest
Vic.
Thank you for
Bye,
agreeing with
Vic.
me that Ahsoka sucks ass and
She's
not
Horrible.
liking these guys.
Absolutely
Not
horrible.
horrible. She's not horrible.
Thank you.
I agree with most of the like critiques. Is like she is too perfect of a character, shit like that. Like all of her wrong mistakes somehow turn into the best possible fucking scenario.
No, they don't.
Really?
She gets kicked out of the Jedi Order.
Eventually, but I mean, you have like 6 seasons of that not happening. Oh, where she's just making grievous.
Can I go play video games too?
No, Phil.
You have like 6 seasons of her making like grievous errors and then just them turning out okay because for the sake of plot. I
I
definitely
don't feel that's right.
I feel like that's fairly true. I mean, I like Ahsoka as a character. I get what her dynamic is.
Like, if
supposed to be,
anything,
but-
I would say that Ahsoka, like in the beginning of like there's no reason for Ahsoka, like because technically Anakin, like that whole weird crossover movie to animated, Anakin never was actually a Jedi Knight, which Padawans were only assigned to Jedi Knights.
Yes.
So like in the beginning, I was like, why the fuck does Ahsoka exist? And then she just becomes the best character in the Clone Wars besides Obi-Wan.
Mood. Phil, are you raising your hand? Phil, what would you like to say?
All right, Frank, I respect your opinion and how you feel about certain aspects of the Star Wars universe. However, the Clone Wars were not even canon for so long.
Yeah.
Almost all of it what you're saying didn't even make sense until when did they confirm only some of the Clone Wars was canon?
When Disney-
No, it's all of the Clone Wars is
All
canon.
of it is now?
Yeah.
All of it is canon. Yeah.
Oh.
when
Okay.
When Disney first bought it, they said
No. My hand was raised. I get to talk. So right there, you are on the side of Disney's movie. So clearly you like the 3 new movies better than the original 3. So
Please.
you clearly, your
Oh, no.
opinion
Please.
doesn't
I don't
matter.
think.
Please.
I don't
You are a prequel lover? I don't even care.
I am a prequel.
He is a
lover.
prequel lover.
Oh!
first of all.
Did that surprise you in the slightest?
Not at all. I'm gonna wait for Phil to come back before.
So wait, are you going to tell me that you think the new trilogy is better than the prequels?
No, he's making the point that if you like the Clone Wars so much, then that means that you must like the other things that Disney confirmed as canon, such as the new 3 movies.
Yes.
But I don't think that necessarily means anything because the median had already existed.
I mean,
it's just Disney said, hey, yeah, that is true.
I personally think that most Star Wars media that takes place from A New Hope on is actual garbage. There's a few good books that follow, like...
So you don't like episode 5, you don't like episode 6, you don't like episode 4, 5, and 6.
I'm saying comparative to the pre-Star Wars universe, like the Old Republic, the New Republic, all of that stuff. That storyline, those storylines trump anything from A New Hope on. Nobody gives a fuck about Luke, Han, Leia.
I mean,
fuck that.
I'll say that the Old Republic is definitely one of the best storylines in Star Wars, but I mean, that storyline only exists because of those storylines.
Yes, which I still give them respect, and I still agree that they're good movies, but...
Tell me when you're done, Frank. Well, Frank's talking about Star Wars. It's going to take at least a good year. So
good. This podcast needs content.
It'll take until the next Star Wars movie comes out.
Star Wars, literally, to me, is just better whatever the fuck.
How do you say that? Because if you only like one thing from Star Wars, and that's Darth Vader, you've made it very clear that Vader's one of the best things about that franchise, correct?
Well, he's one of, yes.
Okay, but the fact that you're saying that the prequels are the best thing is one of the main things.
I'm not saying
everything that 4, 5, and 6, that is the Vader series. Let's be honest. That's what that series was about.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're not saying Vader didn't really exist until like the very last 10 seconds of the 3rd movie. So you're saying Vader is worthless then, essentially. He's not important.
I mean, in movies, I would say he is worthless at most points.
I mean, he single-handedly
everything you're saying.
I'm saying that.
Get in here right now. Come here.
Is he agreeing with me or agreeing with you?
Agreeing with you. I disagree with everything this loser is saying.
Thank you.
The prequels give life to the universe.
Thank you.
Justifies all of the decisions that were made in the original trilogy. Don't ever talk shit about the prequels again in my house. It's a fun pirate.
Oh my god! Holy fuck! Perfect.
Brandon, can you change over the laundry?
When I say that Vader was useless, like in 4 and beyond, it's because think about Vader's actual impact in the movie. Yeah, he's Luke's father. Great, cool. Yeah, he kills the Emperor because the plot demanded it, and then dies. Where does he go from there? The outside canon extended much more of what Vader's
you guys are seeing Star Wars as there's something way broader than it actually is. That's just how I look at these stories of the actual characters. That's what I see when I watch these movies. And Frankie clearly would rather just watch people argue about politics the first 3 movies than actually watch, fight scenes or anything good.
Would you say that? Yeah, you're right. Okay, wait. Because the original trilogy had so many great fight scenes.
Stop. Would you say that if you care about the characters and stuff like that, would you say that Vader's character is developed and cared for through 4, 5, and 6? Because
can I just interject?
I really wouldn't say it wasn't.
I would honestly say that arguably the best screen time that Vader has had in any of the movies is probably in the worst Star Wars movie ever created or made, which is Rogue One.
Imagine saying that when Phantom Menace exists.
Wait, you're saying that's the worst one that's ever been created?
It's up there. It's up there. Rogue One's a great movie, but I could give 2 shits less about fucking Bothans that died when they've told the story 3 times in prior Star Wars movies. I did not need to watch that movie.
I mean, they didn't tell a full.
The only reason that movie,
hey, these plans were acquired.
That movie, they even admitted it. That's why Vader is in that movie, because that movie was so bad they needed something to pick it up.
Well, the problem that I have with Rogue One is that the idea of Rogue One was to answer the question of how did they get the Death Star plans? They answered that question.
Nobody needed to know that. They told you that in episode 4.
Okay, yeah, cool, whatever. But I'm saying the movie was made. That's what the plot is. Cool. So now, at the end of Rogue One, when they realize, hey, these people made the Death Star with a flawed mind, should we fix that? Nah, we'll just leave it in. Why did that happen?
All right, Phil's been raising his hand.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna let Phil ask us or give
Phil,
his
it's your
grievances.
turn to speak in class.
Air your concerns.
I really don't care. The fact that we're fighting over something, I love all of them. The good, the bad, the ugly. I really could care less about Asuku or whatever her name is. I don't, Rosario Dawson's going to be playing her in the next whatever is happening, which I like that. But my only point is, Frank, of all of this, when I don't go to these movies to immediately rip them apart. And I feel like I know more people at this day and age that'll go see a movie. And not just you. This is countless people I know. I'm going to be entertained. And when I go see a movie, I don't go in there and start nitpicking every little thing about it that bothers me. I do the opposite and find things that I like. I know this is a problem with you because you've never done this. So it's
Well, Phil, let me ask you a question. How did you feel about The Last Jedi?
I liked all the new Star Wars movies. They were an entertaining movie to me.
You liked Episode 8 too?
Yeah, all of them. The whole Luke milking or whatever that thing was disgusting and dumb. I wasn't like in love with how it ended with him just dying, but spoiler alert. Overall, I liked the new trilogy. I enjoyed it. I thought there's certain parts of the movie I thought they could expand on, of course, but I didn't hate them. I don't understand how someone can hate something that they, one, did not create. Two, it's not like the guys creating this movie are going house to house of every fan of the franchise and saying, hey, what do you want in the movie? No, they're making their own idea. If you yourself, Frank, if you were just given the script to Star Wars, like you're making the next trilogy, I can guarantee you that when you're done with that trilogy, every single person on the internet is going to want to hang you by your toenails. So, regardless of what movie comes out, if it's good, bad, in between, whatever, I guess I'm just more carefree in this aspect. In my opinion, just doesn't matter. So
Phil's all about those chill vibes.
Yeah. For example, I may get the Rona. I don't care.
It's not the fact that I hate any of it.
I just hate everything.
Well, true. No, like you mentioned earlier, like going to see a movie to just nitpick and stuff like that. I don't immediately do that. But by the time they're on the 9th movie, I've seen them multiple times. I'm thinking subconsciously while I'm watching episode 8, I'm thinking about why the fuck does Rose exist? Yes.
Oh, you mean the Asian chick?
Yes.
Oh.
Not even the fact, I don't care that she's Asian.
Me neither. I'm just trying to remember who the character was.
And I think that's the problem with Rose.
Honestly, Finn. Even after the first movie, Finn did not need to be in the second movie at all, in any way. Did not need to be in that movie at all. Captain Phasma did not need to be in the movie at all.
I disagree with both of those points. I think they should have been in the movie, and I think they should have had actual points in the movie.
But after episode 7, if they were going to go that route, they should have just not even had them in the movie. Benicio del Toro should not have been in that movie.
Yeah, but that was because I'm sure when J.J. Abrams had set up episode 7, he had planned for Finn, Phasma, a lot of the characters that we see just kind of fade into the background in later movies. I'm sure he had planned for those characters to be more relevant, more important to the story. Phasma in 8. She shows up, she falls through a bridge, we never see her again. Why?
Yep.
In episode 8. He goes on his grand adventure for no fucking reason.
Oh, God.
His one chance at making something, doing something actually important to the story and kind of having his moment of I'm going to be the hero at the cost of his own life is completely just derailed and thrown away by Rose. Which
they should have just let them both.
I really like Finn as a character. I really liked him. I really liked him in episode 9, to be honest. Because I feel like a lot of the chemistry between the cast had solidified at that point. So Rose, Poe. Episode 7 and 8 absolutely could not stand Poe Dameron.
Really?
Yes, I hated him. thought he was an awful character.
I honestly
because his
don't even-
entire point as a character in episode 7 and 8 was literally just to create problems.
I literally don't even remember him in episode 8.
How do you not remember him in episode 8? He's the whole reason why they end up in the situation they end up.
Yeah.
He sends all the bombers out. All the bombers get fucking blown to bits by a goddamn Star Destroyer.
He's there when Leia fucking Superman's her way back into the...
No, he's not. He's not there. Because that's on the bridge. The bridge is locked down. The bridge gets blown open. Leia's the only
And
survivor.
then Leia comes back in. And
Yes, and then she's unconscious.
Yeah.
But again, that point, like, so again, here's whole Poe's fucking subplot of we're gonna stage a coup. We're gonna take this ship over from fucking Holdo, and we're gonna show those goddamn Imperials what for. When Holdo literally just needed to say, "Hey, here's the plan.
Holdo,
this is what I'm
I'll
gonna
say-
do. Get out of here."
I'll say, Holdo, honestly, like, in the beginning, like, again, 0 point to her character. But she served,
Again,
like,
had a purpose.
Yes.
More so than any of the other main characters, to be honest.
Go ahead, Phil.
Did you see that Comic-Con got canceled?
Oh,
I
no.
did see that.
Yes. Yeah, San Diego is official.
Yeah. You guys are totally frozen right now. And
You're
Matt, you
frozen.
Oh, they're
come on.
back. They're
Matt,
back.
you had the doofiest smile on when you were frozen. It was priceless. All right, so Comic-Con got canceled. And as you know, the only thing we have Marvel news-wise is we have Black Widow got delayed. If you didn't tell there, I want to go play video games, so I'm moving this along so we can have a subject.
So is, not to interrupt you, Free Comic Book Day is canceled, too.
Well, I mean,
Really? Oh, yeah. Wait, May the 4th. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
You guys would have had your third year. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
yeah. No, fourth year.
Fourth year.
4th May.
It's been 4 years already.
Yeah, I was planning something very large, Phil.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very large.
Well, yeah, because the store opened in 2017. Yeah.
So it was our
May
fourth
4th of
it was our
2017.
fourth, May the 4th, at the 4th
But it
wall.
would have been our third anniversary.
May the 4th at the fourth wall. Now we'll just have to do it at a different month. I know it won't be a Star Wars Day, but
No, all of it. Even Star Wars Day. That's they're
well, yeah.
anything like that.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure Free Comic Book Day was supposed to be on the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's usually that weekend. They usually knock everything out.
Isn't it the first Saturday of every month or every May is Free Comic Book Day? Yeah, and the first actually.
Before I get out of here, because I do want to get going, what do you think is going to be announced? Because they're going to clearly do some type of like direct type thing. Just announce some stuff that's coming on without having Comic-Con. What do you think they're going to announce?
like direct to like the streaming services and shit like that.
Just overall Comic-Con, what do you think we're going to get this year?
I mean, I think Marvel's gonna do some grand garbage scheme with their TV shows and stuff like that.
I think Marvel's gonna announce a bunch of shit.
I think that was their plan, was to announce a bunch of like streaming stuff and like the movies. They were gonna announce like Black Panther. I bet you we might have got something from Namor in it. 'Cause Namor's like, he's greenlit, like somebody is Namor at this point.
Yeah.
So I think we would have got something Namor-ish. I think they were in talks about doing a Taskmaster movie. Yeah, they were testing how he did, how people liked him in Black Widow.
Wait, what
And
did you
then
say?
they were testing to see how Taskmaster did in Black Widow because they wanted to do a Taskmaster movie.
That's something I would sign up for.
I definitely, I don't know.
Taskmaster's a real cool character, and I don't think he's gonna get the justice he deserves.
This is just me. I thought we were gonna get Fantastic Four announcement this year.
X-Men.
And I don't think they're doing X-Men yet. I think they're gonna do Fantastic Four.
I think they'll do Fantastic Four before they'll do X-Men.
No, but
Fantastic Four need the reboot more than X-Men does.
No, but they are starting something they are doing something because their plan was for 2020 not to fully introduce the X-Men. They wanted to like
get the universe started. Yeah.
They wanted to do something along those lines, whether that's bring in Professor X, have him show up in one of these end credit scenes or something like that. But they wanted to do something like that. Personally, I hope it's all recasted because I actually watched Dark Phoenix, and that I don't know if you've seen that movie. That is probably the worst, definitely the worst superhero movie, hands down, hands down.
If you were saying it's worse than Origins, you're wrong. If you're saying it's worse than X-Men, Wolverine Origins, you're wrong. No, it's better. At least we still have Fassbender as Magneto. Like, at least we got that. That movie, Origins, was such... I cannot tell you how much I hate Origins Wolverine. That movie was so bad. They butchered Gambit. They decided to make the Blob like not the Blob. They made Will.i.am some hero no one's ever heard of. I just hate that movie. Like worse, it's so bad, so bad. Like I'm surprised Hugh Jackman said, yeah, we'll do this. No, this was so bad. This movie.
You're not wrong. I would put this above Origins. I would put this up there with Origins, but honestly, I still enjoyed watching Origins more than Dark Phoenix.
Here's why I like this one more is because at least the like powers that they represented were accurate. Like besides Phoenix, of course. They finally made Cyclops' laser or like concussion blast look like the concussion blast I remember when I was watching X-Men animated series. They finally did that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I like about that movie.
I thought Storm was really cool.
Yeah, Nightcrawler was okay. That movie, the series should have ended with Age of Apocalypse. They should have just cut it there. Just went done. We're done. Let's call it there. Because like at the end of Days of Futures Past, which I know everyone hates me on this, I love that movie. I love that movie because it's like one of my favorite storylines of all time at comic books. And also they have Shadowcat in it.
I do like Kitty Pryde.
Fuck Kitty Pryde. Fuck her. I wish she had
I would love to.
That she was created. Character. I can walk through walls. That is literally her fucking power. They literally have to keep reinventing her.
Intangibility is actually kind of a huge fucking deal. That's kind of a huge power.
Well, it doesn't work because it's not Super Saiyan powers, and if it's not Super Saiyan powers, Frankie doesn't like the power.
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
he's shaking his head, but he knows he's right.
Is way cooler than Kitty Pryde.
Can I go play video games now?
Only if you agree with me that the Flash is a better character than Kitty Pryde.
But the Flash has also had literally 70 plus years of character building than Kitty Pryde's had, what, 30?
Too long. 40? Yeah, too long.
I'm forgetting we're in 2020, and I keep thinking we're in 2010.
Yeah. Mood. I felt that.
80. 80, yeah.
Because if you technically consider the Flash as what, 50s?
No, Flash, like the first Flash comics, I think, released in like 46.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, it's early 50s, late 40s, something like that.
Because I think Flash comics started in I think it started in 44.
I think you're right.
I don't know when his first appearance is, though, to be honest.
It's before that.
Well, yes, obviously.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's before that.
Flash's first appearance.
What are we even talking about with Flash?
I'm talking about, like, arguing the difference between Flash and Kitty Pryde is kind of mute because Flash has over double the amount of time to build a character than Kitty Pryde has.
Yeah, Kitty came out in, hold on, I have it right over here.
Flash came out in 1940.
Yeah.
Kitty came out in what, like 84?
I think it was mid-80s, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only like 40 years difference, so Frank clearly thinks there's a big difference there. So.
Well, I mean, intangibility, like, it is a fucking crazy power. Like, I mean, I don't think you're caught up on My Hero, right?
But here's the thing that Frankie did, like, he completely ignores the part of Kitty's who Kitty is. Kitty is supposed to be the Robin of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, she's supposed to be the young girl who's raised up. She's done pretty much everything that Robin has done in the same aspect. She's the trainee. She's been trained by Wolverine and Rogue, fucking Storm.
I'm going to actively vomit on this podcast if you compare Kitty Pryde to Dick Grayson.
No, there's a difference for sure. You forget who my real favorite hero of all time is.
He's out there drinking water.
I would literally actively vomit all.
But that was what Kitty was, Frank. When they created Kitty, they created her in their idea of making a young superhero for the X-Men because there wasn't a young hero at any of Marvel. The closest thing they had was Human Torch. That was the youngest character they had at the time. So they decided, all right, let's make a young hero because Spider-Man was everyone has this misconception. Spider-Man was like in college when he first appeared.
Yes, but they reverted it back to where he's been in high school for the past 30 years.
No, in the original, when Stan Lee wrote his comics, he originally was in college.
Yes.
Kitty was a teenager, like legit, like she was like 11. Same thing with like Dick Grayson when he
I
started
would
when he was
honestly
10.
say that I would put Kitty Pryde in the same boat as Jubilee.
Well, yeah,
They're
the same exact
type
character.
of character.
They
But-
did the exact same thing. That's what they were meant to do. Because Kitty was supposed to be in the X-Men animated series, Frank. It was supposed to be Kitty Pryde,
I
but
think-
they didn't like the Jew aspect of her, so
Yeah.
they didn't put her in.
Unfortunately,
They
that's
decided to go Asian
extremely
American.
true, which is real sad.
Yeah.
I just have zero love for Kitty Pryde. Just zero.
I love her. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion that's wrong, Frank, so it's totally fine. I gotta go. All right, it was a pleasure. I'm gonna go jump off the top of my building now.
We can do the actual, like, sign off, so that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just do an outro now.
I was gonna say, because I think we have over an hour, right?
We definitely have over an hour. We could just be done.
Yeah, Kitty's greatest of all time. I totally agree with Frank.
And Ahsoka's the greatest Jedi ever.
All right. On that note,
They're
thank
about
you for
even.
listening to the latest episode of the Wallcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe anywhere where you would do those things. Follow us on
Brendan's
Instagram at The Real Fourth Wall.
Brendan's
And yeah.
guest appearance, Phil's roommate. Yep, for agreeing with me.
Me and him are about to go have it. Like, out. Like, watch. I'm gonna walk out there and he's like, "How dare you shit on the prequels?" And I'm like, "Let's go!" All right. Sorry, Sam.
All right. That's it. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week.